it's a man in here, and he's quite tall. He's heavy somehow. I don't think he's fat, but he's heavy. And now I think I understand why I had to keep the boots on, because he's walking, and he's walking in a rhythm like this. Maybe a little bit slower. He doesn't like changes. I see him when he's around 50 maybe. I can't really say, but around 50. He's writing something. I don't know what he's writing, but it's half hidden. I don't know why it's half hidden, but it's half hidden. It's something very heavy about him. I also feel heavy right now. He has a wife. But it's something so heavy between them, and I don't see any children. Maybe they moved out, I don't know. Most likely, of course. And I feel a lot of energy in this room, part of this room, like so. And it's something in here too, but not as heavy. The strange thing is that I had a feeling that I would like to open something in the wall. I can't really explain that. It's like something would be in the wall, or if it was open before or something. I almost got the feeling that I'm in panic. I must go out from here. And it's a little bit same feeling in here. I see an envelope, and he hides this envelope somewhere. And it's a little bit like this, that this man blocks the whole atmosphere here, because I'm pretty sure there are many stories in here, but this man blocks it a little bit. I would like to go in here to see what happens. In time, I think, I don't know really which time he was here, but it could be, I don't think, it could be 40s, 30s, something, not 20s, 30, 40s. Huh? Here it's lighter. I don't feel his presence so much here. Here is more, funny enough, here comes the wife. And she's a different person. She's much more light, but she's very dry. I wouldn't be surprised if you had the feeling that something is in here. I think if I was living here, I would hear the steps walking around here sometimes. Oh, here's another woman. But this woman, she's working in this house. Like a housekeeper, I don't know, she's cooking or cleaning and things like that. I feel her here, and she's connected to this man and to this woman. Huh? She's suffering. But she tells me this, I shouldn't take that too serious, it was just like that. I feel a bed here. It was a woman sleeping here somewhere. But it's like this. The main story which comes up right now about your apartment is that something is hidden. And I had a feeling, you know, because there could be hundreds of stories in this apartment. But if I got to know one, this one is what makes most sense to you. This is how it used to be. Huh? I don't feel that you are exactly connected to these people like it would be relatives or something back in time. But I think they have something to tell you with their stories, so to say. And this woman who's working here in the house, I'm pretty sure she's working, she knows about this envelope he tries to hide, or he hides. And this has something to do with money. It's not a love story, it has to do with money and something which is not really legal. Of course it could be connected to the war or something. This man who was living here, he was a businessman, that's for sure. And I could also say that the man died before his wife, because she lived on at least to the 70s, 80s maybe. But he had a dark secret. It could be like this, that he killed himself. But I think these two women, they felt that they were partners in crime somehow, because they knew about it, but they couldn't do something. Huh? So they were partners in crime somehow. I know that it's a little bit blurred what I say, but I think it makes sense soon. But it's a sadness here. It's a sadness, it's a heaviness. Although I liked a lot this woman who lived in that room, or who was there. Now for some reason I see a picture of a village in the countryside somewhere in Austria, I would guess. And maybe this envelope with these hidden things has to do with a house, the countryside or something. It's a lot of money involved, at least. What I could see. Yeah, he's really tall, this man. Yeah, the woman is working here. Here I hear some people coming in. But it's so sad. It's so heavy. It was like there were no happiness in these people's life. God. Now I try to see if there are some other stories in here. But these people really blocked this apartment. Ooh. Well, I had the feeling that you got this apartment somehow, or that you stepped into this apartment because you should work on something which is hidden in your own life. This is my conclusion. I feel like I have to go back to it. Now I see a bride. Maybe it's the daughter of this couple, and I think it's just before her marriage or wedding. But it's still sad. This man, this big man, he made a lot of money in the 20s. But it's something, it's a guilt about this money. And that destroyed the whole family somehow. Not that they divorced, but they was never happy because they felt a guilt hanging over them all the time. And they never spoke loud, they were silent, but it was in them all the time. I think one of the few happy moments was when their daughter got married, and but she wanted to flee out from here. And she did. Funny, I could see a small dog. Yeah, the dog was happy, or tried at least. Well, I'm pretty sure that this man killed himself. Yeah, it's sad. Aha! Now I see they had a son too. He was different. He was more happy, and he liked sports cars. But he also fled, and he didn't want to come here often, and he didn't. I have also a feeling it was a younger woman here who tried to live here, but she couldn't. And I don't think she was connected to the family I'm talking about. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. But I think you could be pretty alright here, because you could somehow do something about this. Yeah. But what is he hiding all the time? It's here. The envelope is here. Yeah, of course, maybe he could burn it here. Could this apartment have been bigger before? I'm not so sure. I have also a short picture of something from really old times, but they don't tell me so much more than that it's more light, it's more happiness, and it's kind of easy life, like a party, a lot of men, but also women, but it's more men, and they meet here and they are very happy. They have discussions. I don't know what they're doing, but they're happy. Yeah, I feel so heavy here. Whew. I think also this guy, he was afraid that someone would find out about his secrets. So I think he was also, why I hear the steps, that he's walking around here back and forth, is maybe that he was waiting for the time when they will court him. I don't know, something like that. And he still visits, he still come back to this apartment now and then, I'm pretty sure. I could tell him to leave, but I'm not so sure that I should, because I think you could handle him. Now I see how he killed himself. He firstly I thought he hanged himself, but he shot himself, but not in the apartment. In this countryside location in the woods, I would guess, with his hunting rifle or something like that. So what I could say, back in time, really long back in time, when the beginning of the story, history of this house, I think it was a happy time here. But when this man stepped in here, it changed. But I don't think it's a bad place to live at. You know, it's okay. And it's a meaning why you are here. But I would say this room and part of that room is a little bit heavy. It lightens up the rest of the apartment, because then this woman who worked for the family, she was very often there, and she had a totally other energy, other spirit. Yeah, what could I say? His wife was, I would say, a weak person. She couldn't do much in life. And I think she felt that she was caught between her husband and this woman who worked for them. And her position was very unclear, what she should do in life. And she almost became a ghost in her lifetime, because it was not so much blood in her. Yeah. I have a feeling that they are content with what I'm saying about them. I mean, I don't judge them. It's just I try to describe how their lives were. I can't say so much more.